Well, I suppose it was only a matter of time until Lamborghini finally fitted one of their supercars with electrical components that would help propel the car forward. You see, until now, Lamborghini has been the last holdout in an era of electrical performance parts. If we slide back just a few years and take a look at the three hypercars that boggled our minds, you would notice that they all had electrical motors to help propel them. The McLaren P1, Porsche 918, and Ferrari LaFerrari all coupled their combustion engines with electrical engines to help with performance times. And it's hard not to admit that they didn't help. I mean, electric motor benefit is the real deal. Just take a look at the all-new Tesla Roadster. But Lamborghini being Lamborghini, they were not going to be pushed into doing something that they didn't want to do, so they always passed on the electric motors. Until now. Lamborghini just released the all-new Sian, and guess what? It has electrical components to help push the car. But, and with Lamborghini there is always a but, they didn't fit the new Sian with an electric motor. They instead opted for a supercapacitor, which interestingly enough was designed at MIT. Supercapacitors work differently than lithium-ion batteries in that they don't use chemicals to store electricity. They actually make their own electric field, much like a balloon that collects static electricity. In addition, Lamborghini says that they have several reasons for going with a supercapacitor, with the main reasons being that it's 3 times more powerful than a lithium-ion battery while also being 3 times lighter. I have to say, they both sound like pretty good reasons to me. The supercapacitor adds a meager 34 horsepower to the car, but is capable of giving instant torque for heavy acceleration. Essentially, the supercapacitor is a 48-volt motor system that is mated to the gearbox. The Sian 6.5-liter V12 is good for making 785 horsepower. Adding in the 34 horsepower from the supercapacitor brings it up to a staggering 819 horsepower. The car is capable of 0 to 62 miles an hour in 2.8 seconds with a top speed of 217 miles per hour. An all-wheel drive system aids in getting all of that power down to the ground. Lamborghini claims the car is even faster than the current Aventador SVJ, citing 45 to 75 mile an hour runs take 1.2 seconds less. That is nothing to scoff at. The Sian, which in Bolognese dialect means flash or lightning, has taken the insane look of the Aventador and stepped it up about 10 notches, which in all honesty, I didn't even think was possible. I remember when I first saw an Aventador in person, it didn't just catch my eye, it captivated me. The car lives up to this crazy and dramatic effect it looks for in spectacular fashion. This car only pushes that boundary. As we start at the front of the car, you will immediately notice the new running light design. They are unlike any running lights that you have seen, yet they flow really well with the car's lines. You can see Lamborghini is really using the Y shape to emphasize the design on this vehicle. In addition, you will see large amounts of carbon fiber and a very aggressive front-looking grille. Moving down the side of the car, you will see the iconic aggressive mirrors that I absolutely love. They really do enhance the overall look of the car. The door panel on the Sian continuing body lines that flow into the larger side air intakes. Of course, the side air intakes have large bits of carbon as well as the side skirts. We then get to the rear of the car, and here we have, in my opinion, the most aggressive look as well as the biggest changes from the base Aventador look. You have large winglets that have 63 painted on them, which symbolizes the year Lamborghini was founded, as well as the amount of units that are to be built for this car. So yeah, this will be a fairly rare vehicle. The rear of this car has this fighter jet look with 3 large openings. The top 2 for some of the craziest taillight design I have ever seen. Look at the depth that you can see in that taillight design. Of course, carbon fiber everywhere, but I absolutely love how dramatic these taillights look. The bottom opening houses the large dual exhaust tips, and below that is the large carbon diffuser. Notice the proportions of this car though, and how well they balance. Completely over the top, yet the car just flows so well from every single angle. Of course, the car does come with active aero, helping to keep the bull stuck to the road as well as decrease braking times. Speaking of braking, Lamborghini says that the supercapacitor can be fully charged just through braking so that it is always charged during tracking use. As we move to the interior of the car, I want to note that this car is fully custom for each customer. No Sian will be the same as another, which I think only adds to how incredible this car truly is. Lamborghini says that the interior has been completely reworked, but I do feel that as I look at it, there are many familiar attributes when comparing it to the Aventador's interior. As you would expect, carbon fiber is everywhere. The digital dash has been overhauled, but you will see the steering wheel that looks quite familiar. You can see the attention to detail in the cockpit, as the interior looks like a great place to be, yet weight savings has been an important aspect. The fully carbon fiber seats are a testament to this. The center console does have a new layout with a larger rectangular screen giving you interior information. The new Sian will go on sale in 2020 and have a starting price of just $3.6 million. I would like to take this moment to say that I am starting a Patreon account, so if you would like to support me in purchasing one, that would be appreciated. In all seriousness, this car was sold out the moment it was announced, and there is a good chance that it will appreciate in value due to the limited production number. Well everyone, that takes care of it for today's 5-minute review over the all-new Lamborghini Sian. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I truly appreciate all of your support. As always, take care and I will see you next video.